Oh, I love that shot. I said this the first time I tried to film this. The branches there that you can see the leaves rustling, and then you can see past it to the cars. And oh yeah, so I noticed this the first time. You might have missed it. That that wood panel car. I do like classic cars from the 40s, but I'm a 70s girl, and one of my dream cars is a 70s wood panel car, which is it's a station wagon. And it has a very long name, and I was trying to recall it the first time that I tried to film this, and I got distracted, but I think it's the Mercury Cougar Villager station wagon. That's what it's called, I think. Okay, so I've paused it at 4 minutes. Towards the end of this video, I think I will include, or perhaps in between clips, I'll include some photos of that dream car that I just mentioned for you to see. By the way, I know the camera angle looks a little bit high. I'm still trying to find an angle with this camera that I am comfortable with filming myself at, and I haven't found it yet, but I'm trying. That car is really nice too. Something I find interesting though, see all these electrical towers? So I'm Canadian, and I have never seen that many buildings in between large electrical towers like that. But I don't know if this is a case of, you know, I don't see that because I'm in a different country, or if it's just a different era in time. Because regulation-wise, I don't know if it's actually, ooh, change in perspective. Regulation-wise, I don't know if it's actually that safe to have that many buildings in between those towers. I mean, maybe it is. I wouldn't know. Just want to make sure I'm in frame. And it also says in the title that it is a residential area, so I won't be surprised about that. As I said last time, the way they colorized it, the color bleeds out a little, and it's almost like a watercolor effect, which I like. I like that aspect of it. There's like an undertone of sepia coming out as well, which I imagine is just some of the color of the original footage. I wonder what this originally was for, because this doesn't read as like a home movie, you know, because it's not showing the family at like a picnic or something. It's just a camera strapped to the person's car. So I wonder, when they filmed this, what was the intention? I mean, in residential areas, you get a lot of houses that look kind of similar now, but this is like, these houses look like carbon copies of each other. I like this wider shot than earlier, because when it was just aimed at the houses, it wasn't as great a perspective, but here you can like see those hills in the back. Like, you could paint this. You could take a snapshot of this and you could paint it. I'm not sure if that was a bird or a plane that I just saw in the back. Interesting how there's a fence only around that one corner of that turnaround. That car looks much older. The one that's parked on the, it's too far away for you to see it now, but I noticed the one that was parked on the street, it looks like, I want to say 20 years older than when this footage was taken, which is the equivalent now of like, you have a neighbor who has a car from like the 90s. So they've got some neighbors here that still have their cars from the 1920s, which is cool. I like to see that because it grounds it in reality a little bit more, because a film made in the 1940s would probably only feature car models that were, at the time, new models. Okay, so we've stopped. The footage has stopped. I wonder if the driver's like readjusting or something. I'm going to pause it at 5 minutes. Play. I think I'll do another minute and a half. This looks like the same car before that was behind the camera earlier in the video. But I mean, I guess the cars were just similar looking, right? Like the same model. It looks so uniform. It's sort of like the beginning of Edward Scissorhands, where the neighborhood is so uniform that it almost doesn't look real. But this is real. And there's that car that I noticed earlier. Okay, is the footage looping? That's what I want to know. That bus looks cool. From the side it almost looks like a Volkswagen van. It's not, clearly, but it looks almost like it. 20 years too early when this footage was taken for those to be around, though. And that person crossing the street was looking at the camera. Pause. Okay, I paused it at 8 minutes. That person crossing the street, I think they were noticing that the camera was strapped to the back of the car, because the camera would have been like, it wouldn't have been small at that time, right? It would have been noticeable, so it makes sense that some of the neighbors would be like, what's going on? Okay, so that was fun, and it was a genuine reaction, not just a commentary like last time. So I hope that you appreciate that I got this out so quickly after releasing that first colorized footage video. This is the second one that I have ever filmed for my channel. I also, in the same day, today, filmed my second reaction and commentary to a silent film on this channel. That's also why in that video and in this video, my makeup is the same. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.